patina to this ring here. And I'm also going to attempt to put a silver electroplate on this one here. This is a 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar that I had for this order here. This lady put an order for this Egyptian theme ring, which I made a size 12 and a half. You can go check out the live stream I did for that. I'll put that in the description. And she also requested to have a Susan B. Anthony done, which came out pretty good. I was kind of worried about it. What I was going to do is just add a nice little clear coat of jeweler's paint right in the inside portion, so the copper wouldn't affect her. But what I said, you know what? Let me add a electro silver plate to it and see if that works. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. What I'm doing right now, if we come over to my station, 1 second, right here, I have the heat steamer here and my little T-pan there, ready to clean off the excess of my of the rings first. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take you over there and let me go to YouTube so I can see the comments to thank everyone who's here. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to steam this first, get all of my oil away off it, and then I'm going to put it into some hot water with some liver sulfur. That's going to blacken it, and then I'll clean it up and I'll be ready to go out to the customer. So these are things that you do just to get things ready for the customer to enjoy the ring once it gets there, okay? This coin originally had a patina to it, but once you put the heat to it and I've stretched it and everything, you know, it changes, you know, so all that good stuff. So let's do that. Let's come over to the steamer so I can show that process. Once over here, let's do that. So what I do, I place that like that because that thing is hot. Okay. And let me see, can I move my stand so you can actually see the process. Excuse my messy basement, but this is where all the action happens, the workouts, also the ring making, until one day I can afford a nice studio. But until then, you're getting the dungeon. So what I do, yeah, I can use the steel wool as well, which I do use. I do use the steel wool, but I'm gonna show you when I start using that process. Okay. Okay. So let me show you the first step. First, I clean it off all the oil from my hands and stuff like that. So what you do is just press here. Okay. I can do the same thing with this ring here. Place that inside there, and all that hot water and steam will kind of clean that right off. Okay. Do that again. Yeah, so what I do is clean it right off. Just get all that stuff off it. Just like so. All right, so once I get this off, I take it back over. Get that off, just a little bit more of that. Because this is the one I'm gonna add the patina to. And usually I take some soapy water. I don't have one of them ultrasound cleaners, which are pretty good. It really cleans it off. One day I will invest in one of those. Okay, let's come back over to here. Sorry if I'm making anyone dizzy. There we go. So now I'm back to my station. So now you had an opportunity to see the behind the scenes looks of the operation. And I have gloves. I also have rubber gloves, but today I'm using these little gloves here, right? Got these from work. They made it familiar with my coworkers looking. Like, hey, I know where you got those gloves from. Little white gloves. And all I do is just like clean up all the smut off it. I already put them in soapy water already earlier today too. So what I do is just come here like that, get all that oil off, because when I do the electroplating, you're gonna need to have that stuff clean. Okay. There we have the silver ring, the Egyptian style. I love the fact that it doesn't have the patina on it. It looks pretty good, but to really see the detail of this ring, and you want to have that patina on it. So nice. The moon is there. It's kind of blurry. The moon is there, and the Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff is on this ring. The Ouroboros is on this ring. Looks pretty good, and it fits nice. Made it a 12.5. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take my tea kettle, which is steaming hot right now, and I'm going to pour some hot water in it in my cup, because this is where I'm going to put the liver of sulfur. So you put that in there. I like to do it steaming hot, and I'll show you why. Okay. And the liver of sulfur is this right here. It's a gel. Okay. It stinks pretty bad. If anyone knows, when you was young, we used to have these things, stink bombs. You used to throw them on the ground, boom, and the sulfur would go in the air. Yes, this is what this is. That sulfur, that smelly egg smell. All right, you want to put a little bit there. All right. The money level show. Daryl, how you feeling, my brother? So you have that. So the next thing I want to do is get something to stir it up. You want to stir it up. Little darling, stir it up. I got a spoon here. It's a silver coated spoon. You see it interacting with that. Okay. What I like to do after that is misplaced the ring for a while. Okay, here we have here. So what I want to do, you see how light it is, which I absolutely love it clean. And what I did is clean the detail inside, took all the detail off. He's like trying to get the micromanages off your back. Well, the beautiful thing about it, when you're doing the money level show, which anyone knows Daryl, he does the money level show here on YouTube. He's his own boss, and he doesn't need any micromanagers. So, but when you work for someone else, his main employment, like I do, hey man, you got to deal with the micromanagers once in a blue moon. They're just there to make sure we get the job done, I guess. What I want to do is put this in and drop it in. So what I want to do first, I like to heat it up, so this can be hot as well. It tastes better, I believe. So hey, how you doing, David Carlisle? You want to heat that baby up. I think it takes the liver of sulfur better when it does that. Okay, so once you heat it up, then I like to place it right inside the liver sulfur. All right, let that sit there. Oh, good gracious. It wind up doing more than I expected. Okay, so once you have it there, let it sit for a couple seconds, right? Let me take my shop towel and wipe this off because the liver sulfur is now on it. I should have used my plastic tongs, but I didn't see them around. So I just cleaned it off. I'm gonna be picking it back up anyway. So after a couple seconds, we had about 30 seconds or more inside of it, inside here. So let's voila. See that? Nice dark patina. And we didn't even have it in there too long, right? And what I do is just dry it off. Now, some people dip it into water or baking soda water to stop the reaction. Okay. You can do that as well. So there we go. See that? Now you see the detail a little bit better on here. Okay. So what I do now, I take this here, and I just start doing so. I start taking some of it off. Not a lot of it off, just enough so you can see the detail. And then I clean the inside of the ring up. Nice dark patina. And when I put that patina on, I have some Renaissance wax. And you see that takes off the patina inside the inside as well. It's a pretty good fix, you know, and all I want to do is just continue to take it off a little bit, leave some detail on there. And then what you do is clean the inside of the ring because you want that nice and shiny. Okay, just like so. All right, just like that. And with no tools, just with my hands, just turn it like that. Okay, hit it with like that a little bit, and right there, that detail is back on that ring. Just the way I like it. Now, if I want it a little bit more shiny in there, this is what I do. I take some Flitz polish. Want to shake this up. And I put a little bit on my jeweler's cloth. Okay. It's a little tab would do you. Take that tab there with my finger. I take that ring and I go right in the inside. Okay. Once again, this is the Monarch Metals Egyptian theme coin. It was the one that they had the cat on it, and I turned it into a coin ring for a customer, size 12.5. I did a live stream on it, and I had to resize it because the customer wanted a bigger size. She wanted 12.5 to 13. I made it 12.5 just in case. You know, 13 was the biggest size. 12.5 is the first size she picked. It should be able to fit perfectly. And there you go. You clean it inside out, and that's it. This ring is done. Looks like that. That ring is done. It is now the patina on it. The next ring I'm going to be doing is the Susan B. Anthony. Okay. Susan B. Anthony, 1980. All right, let me clean that off. Clean off all the oil. This one is pretty simple too. All you want to do is dip this. I got this silver plating solution here. So what you want to do with that, it's pretty simple too. This right here is from the Becker, it's called, what's the name of this company? Becker Industrial Corp, okay? So it's an electroplating kit. All I want to do is plug it up. Okay, you want to plug this up. Simple. You want to plug it up, and let me show you how you do that here. I'm gonna put it right there so you can see it. Pretty easy here. Pretty easy. And all I want to do is open it up. All right. You want to also make sure you heat the ring up. You have the node here. Place that inside there. But what you want to do first, let's clip the ring. You want to clip the ring like so. And place it in for a couple minutes. Place this in. Electrode. Don't let it touch. I'm just gonna bring you closer. And you just hold it in there. Okay. So let me get a better handle of it. And this right here, I'm trying to silver electroplate the ring. Add a nice little coating to it instead of there we go. You start seeing the slight difference. Let me show. Okay. Just want to place that in. And place it down there. Nice little silver electroplating. You see that? That little bubbling. You want to keep it in there too long. You don't want to keep it in too long because it'll start to burn. All right. There we go. So let me move it back a little bit. And now I'm electroplating it, adding a little silver plate to it. And that would make that ring last a little long. What I'm trying to do is keep the copper that's naturally inside the ring. And as you see how it looks now? I'll put it in a little bit longer. And then that Susan B. Anthony becomes silver plated. So I keep it in there for about 1 minute to 3 minutes. Any longer than that, it'll start to give it a different discoloration. And I do this with most of my rings, plus if they're 90% silver, I add a silver coat to them so they can last a little longer, right? And I usually add extra, cost a little extra just to do that, depending on the ring. If the order, they want it 90%, or they want a silver coat on it, it's like an extra $10 on certain orders. Okay, and that's it. because we're going at too long. All right, so here we go, and we'll clean that right up. Let me unplug it. Okay, and then let me place it down so it can be on something clean. All right, let me clean off the node real quick. I just take some shop towel and clean it off, just like so. And I'm going to place it right down on the shop towel. And then I go ahead and close back this right here because it can be used again. I have the silver plating solution, and I also have the 24 karat gold solution as well. Okay, so what I want to do now is take like one of these here and then just kind of just go over it, just like so. Just getting the excess off, and then I'll go ahead and polish that, and you'll see the difference. Just like so. And now this 90%, this clad Susan B. Anthony, and now has a silver plate. Okay. And all you got to do is just clean it off real quick. Just nice little rub. And now you have a nice little protective coat over that Susan B. Anthony, right? There you go. So little things you can do to the coin ring to protect it. Like I say, you don't want to keep it in there too long. There you go. So a little bit of no silver coat. It's a little bit off. Then I go here. Then I'll shine it up, and it has a nice little coat to it. Okay. And there you go. That's how you do it. Susan B. Anthony and the Egyptian theme. There's a light silver plate to it. And then I can also coat it a little bit more. I can still put the clear coat over it, the inside at least. Just like so. Size 12 and a half. So guys, if you would like a coin ring, please hit me up at JTCoinRings.com. Leave a comment below after the video is done. It helps me to let me know who came back. Always helps. And if you would like, hit me up on Instagram, which I post my rings, also on my stories, rings that I'm selling for the day. The coin rings for the day that I'm selling. For those who love an ultimate mood ring, we have the emoji coin ring. This is a nice 1 ounce silver, made up from a 1 ounce silver coin with all the emojis on it. Okay. And then you also have the ultimate gamer ring, I call it, which is the Pac-Man ring. If you can't be a gamer if you don't have the Pac-Man ring, 2020 ring, coin made into a ring, Pac-Man and the ghosts all around it. I'll put that picture in my community tab, okay? So you can check it out. These 2 rings are for sale. Also, at the end of this video, I'll make sure I put the link for those. You get both rings, you'll get an awesome deal. Just let me know. These are only 2 I have. I have 1 of this. I can size it anywhere. Right now it's like a 10.5. It can be made a little lower. Hey, Giuseppe Vincenti, how you doing? I was adding a silver plate and also some patina to the rings. This right here is the Pac-Man ring for the ultimate gamer. When you a gamer, you definitely want that ring. I'm telling you. You can't be a gamer without the Pac-Man ring, right? I mean, Pac-Man was like, you know, a big deal, you know? Pac-Man was a big deal. There we go. So this Susan and Anthony, I put a nice little silver plating coat to it. Took a little bit of it off, you know, because it does hold a little. And this is a 12.5. $19.80. And we have here also the Egyptian theme, which goes out to that customer today. I'm on my way to the post office. Let me see, in about an hour. I'll be on my way to the post office to mail these off to the customer because they're finally done. And I just wanted to show the process today. 2 rings. I appreciate y'all coming in. Let me add a little bit of flitz to this as well. I add some flitz here. I used flitz polish. I have 2 types. Like one day they'll put me on as a sponsor because I placed them in videos a couple times, you know. They acknowledged one time I put their video out. They're like, hey, thanks JT for using flitz. I'm like, man, next time send me a case. I would love to get flitz as a sponsor. I use Mother's as well, but I think I ran out of Mother's polish. Mother's polish is pretty good as well. Okay, I use that as well. Mother's polish is good. So there we go, just like that. Clean it up, and then we can send it out with the other. Voila. All right, let's get a close look of it. All right, so these are the 2 rings for the day. Susan B. Anthony and the Egyptian theme. You see this one here? You see the Ouroboros, like the snake consuming itself. Moon. Let me see here. About just like so. You see the Ankh right there, the moon, the hieroglyphs, and what I did was clean the inside out. I took all the detail out there to give it a comfort fit. And then you have here the Susan B. Anthony, the 1980, also made a size 12.5, okay? 1980. So both of these will be going out to the customer. All right, guys, this is JTCoinRings coming at you straight from the workbench. I thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to see me make a coin into a ring, give your suggestions after this live is over. Go to the comment section and tell me which coin you would like to see next. if I pick that coin, I'll put you in the comments and give you the credit. Thank you all for coming here. One love. Peace.